Respected team, greetings of the day. Hope you're all doing well in this pandemic. Let me introduce about myself. I'm Mr. Appidi Karthik. I belong to Vijayawada. My highest qualification is MSc Mathematics from Delhi University with 85%. I'm carrying an experience of 6 years as a senior maths lecturer in an international CBSE school. Coming to my achievements, I have received 2 gold medals in both BSc and MSc colleges for my outstanding academics. So far my family background is concerned, there are 4 members in my family, my parents, and we are 2 siblings. I am the eldest and I have a sister. Just 3 years back, I have got married, and good to share that just 3 months back, I was blessed with a baby girl. And if I talk about my hobbies, I am fond of reading books, listening to light music, playing badminton, etc. That's all about me. Thank you. Coming to the subject part, in today's session, we are going to study about trigonometry, one of the biggest branch in mathematics called trigonometry, and one of the biggest branch in mathematics which has wide applications in our day-to-day life. Let's start with today's session. As informed, we are going to start with the trigonometry. Trigonometry, the word trigonometry has been derived from 3 Greek words called trigono and metron. Generally, the word tri mean 3. Gono means angle, and metron means measurement or study about something. So finally, just by using these 3 words, we can define trigonometry in such a way that the branch of mathematics which deals with the 3-angle measurement. Yeah. And the basic terminology or the basic word of trigonometry or the most important beginning of trigonometry is angle. The basic terminology of trigonometry is angle. Angle is nothing but, or angle is defined as the union of 2 rays. We define angle as the union of 2 rays. So how an angle is formed? How an angle is formed? A clear explanation. Suppose let OA be any ray. Let OA be any ray. If this ray OA is being rotated with respect to its initial point O in either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Suppose I have rotated the ray OA with its initial point O in anti-clockwise direction. Let OB be the final position of the ray OA. Then we say that an angle AOB is formed. We say that an angle AOB is formed. Generally, an angle is denoted by in general. It's not to be fixed. In general, an angle is denoted with the Greek alphabet called theta. We say theta is equals to angle AOB. This is how we denote angle, or it can also be called as angle BOA. Now, suppose if angle theta is equals to AOB, theta is equals to angle AOB, and this particular theta, this angle is formed by measuring ray OA in anti-clockwise direction, then we say for this particular angle theta, the side OA or the ray OA is called as initial side. And the ray OB is called as terminal side or final side. And point O is called as vertex of the angle. Vertex of the angle. Vertex of the angle. Now, whenever we know a physical quantity, since angle is like a physical quantity, suppose we know length. Since length is a physical quantity, it is very important for us to know about how do we measure length. So measuring length, suppose if you ask a particular person's height without units, there is no meaning at all. Yeah. Suppose height of an object is 6, no meaning. If it is like 6 feet or 6 centimeter or 60 centimeter, then it gives a complete meaning. In the same way, as we know angle is a physical quantity, it is very important for us to know the measuring systems of angle. We have 3 measuring systems of angle. Number 1, sexagesimal system, also called as British system. In this particular system, angle is measured in degrees. Number 2, centesimal system. In this system, angle is measured in grades. Number 3, circular measure or radian measure. Angle is measured in radians. Coming to the main view, generally, we'll be considering a right angle triangle. In that particular right angle triangle, we'll be considering one particular angle as theta other than 90 degrees. Then we say opposite side adjacent. Instead of that, the actual definition of trigonometry, I would like to explain. Suppose let us consider the coordinate axis xo x dash and yo y dash, xo x dash and yo y dash. Before that, a basic definition, like how can we say that an angle is said to be in standard position? How can we say that an angle is said to be in standard position? An angle is said to be in standard position if and only if the initial side of the angle, coinciding with x-axis, vertex of the angle coinciding with origin, and the terminal side of the angle will be rotating in the coordinate plane. Now suppose I consider a ray OA, another ray OB, the union of two rays OA and OB. Let theta, now here angle theta is said to be in standard position because the initial side of the angle theta is taken as positive x-axis, vertex of the angle theta is origin, and the terminal side is rotating in the coordinate plane. Then we say that an angle theta is said to be in standard position. Now complete trigonometry means all the trigonometric functions will be involving an angle which is only in standard position. So it is very important for us to go with that. Now suppose let x comma y, b of x comma y is a point on the terminal side of angle theta. Consider this particular circle radius, that is the distance from O to B is suppose r. Then by using distance formula, we can say r square is equals to x square plus y square. Now if b of x comma y is a point on the terminal side of angle theta, then we define trigonometric functions like there are 6 trigonometric functions. They are sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant. Number 1, sine of an angle theta is called as sine theta, and denoted or defined as the ratio of the y coordinate to the distance from that particular point to the origin, that is y by r. Number two, cosine of angle theta is called as cos theta given by x by r. Number three, tangent of angle theta simply called as tan theta, denoted by or given by the ratio of y coordinate to its x coordinate. Number four, cotangent theta, a cotangent of angle theta simply called as cot theta, denoted or given by ratio of x by y. Number five, secant of angle theta simply denoted with secant theta and given by r by x. Number six, cosecant theta denoted by r by y. So this is how we define these six trigonometric functions: sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant. A very important note that all the six trigonometric functions includes angles in only standard position. Whenever we say, suppose an angle sine 120 degrees, this particular 120 degrees has to be taken in standard position, means in this particular way. With this, I conclude. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much, dear team. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.